I really should be happy right now. I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. SOPA's been postponed for like a whole year. I mean, apart from the Muppets being completely snubbed at the Golden Globes, I really should have no reason to be upset, right? Well, I do. For this holiday jolly season, I have to review the unholiest of all unholy animated Christmas specials. Where do I even begin? Yeah, as we all know, Christmas specials are a staple of the season. Whether it's a timeless classic like one of the Rankin Bass specials, or a more recent one like the Kung Fu Panda holiday special, there is no doubt that we can always rely on a good Christmas special to lighten up our holiday spirits. This is not one of those specials. It is an animated Christmas special so bad, so terrifying, so heinous, that I have really tried my hardest to keep you guys from figuring out what it is. But unfortunately, the time has come, and I must share with you this ungodly abomination. And that Christmas special is Caillou's Holiday Movie. Now, I know what you're all going to think as I show you the clips of this special. Oh, this doesn't look that bad. There's nothing wrong with this special. Keep in mind, people, I'm the critic here. If you want to like something that I don't, that's fine, but leave my opinions alone, okay? With that said, let's get this over with. So our movie starts out with a completely pointless narrator who introduces us against our will to the main character, a 4-year-old named Caillou.
Time to get up, Caillou.
Here you go, Rexy. You can stay nice and warm. Gilbert, what are you doing? Wow!
And here's our first problem, the main character. Good God, do I hate him. Not only does he have no distinct personality, but his voice is horrible. It sounds like he's whining every time he opens his mouth. So what happens when he actually does whine? Well, let's just pray to Kermit that you don't lose your hearing due to excessive ear bleeding. Also, why on earth is this kid bald? I mean, if he was a baby, I wouldn't care so much, but he's like 4 years old, so what's with the lack of hair? Does he have cancer? Did his mom have an affair with Charlie Brown? What? But oh well. At least his family will be more interesting, right? Wrong. These people make the Cullen family from Twilight seem more developed, as we are given the same generic loving mom, the generic hardworking dad, and the generic annoying little sister. But enough about the characters. Tell me, what's the story? Well, apparently, the movie starts out with Caillou waking up to play in the snow with his friend Clementine when his other friend Sarah arrives to give him an invitation to her Christmas play. It is then that Caillou realizes that Christmas isn't too far away.
2 weeks? What will I do until then?
Well, considering how bad your voice is, I suggest that you refrain from any saying or.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm tired.
Good God, this is going to be so painful. If a movie's first song represented the overall quality of the film, then you might want to ask for a refund, because this song is horrible. The lyrics, the music, everything about this song is just crap. And if that's not bad enough, it's not the only one. So Caillou explains his concerns to his mother, who tells him that they have a lot to do before Christmas comes.
Sarah says that Christmas is in 2 weeks. Is that a long time away?
Well, let's see. Christmas is exactly 12 days away, which doesn't leave us much time to get everything done.
Like what?
Well, first send off these cards. Then we have to get a tree, decorate the house, and of course, there's the Santa Claus parade.
Santa's in a parade? When?
In a few days, I guess.
Yeah, this is pretty much what the whole movie is centered around, everybody. I warned you, so stay in your seat, because if I have to be tortured, so do you. Anyway, as Caillou works on Christmas cards for his family, his dad comes in and shows him a tree-shaped calendar with windows that you can open each day before Christmas comes. This is the only good thing about this movie. Why? Because every time they open a window, I come closer to turning off the movie. Anyway, Caillou opens the first window of the calendar and sees a Christmas tree inside it, and his dad tells him all about the origins of Christmas trees.
In a country far, far away, there lived a young boy, about your age, who loved going to work with his father. His name was Fritz, and his father was a lumberjack who cut down trees for a living.
Now, a lot of you are probably going to argue with me about this film having no educational value and say the movie teaches kids about how the rest of the world celebrates Christmas. True, but here's the thing. When did children ever use this information? I mean, if you're gonna teach really young children, teach them stuff that's actually useful. The alphabet, math skills, you know, stuff children will actually use to help them succeed in life. So the next morning, Caillou and his family go to a tree farm and serve a decent Christmas tree. Oh, I'm so bored.
Look at all the Christmas trees, Rosie.
Whoa, Blackie. Whoa, Ginger.
So as you debate on whether or not the names of the horses are racist or not, Caillou gets lost in the woods only to be found seconds later as they try to find the perfect Christmas tree. And what did they decide to do about it, you ask?
The Christmas trees are in a field. One will grow the tallest. The tree that does
If I'm going to sit through the rest of this, can I at least hear some halfway decent Christmas tree music?
I'll never do it on a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree is safe from me. Oh, what would Santa think of me if I
guess
did it on
that'll
a
do.
Christmas tree?
So, after Caillou and his family set up their new tree in their home, Caillou gets ready for bed as Mom tells him about the true meaning of Christmas.
Christmas is about more than just getting presents from Santa.
Really? Like what?
Christmas is a time for giving, especially to those who aren't as fortunate as we are.
What does fortunate mean, Mommy?
We are very fortunate because we have a beautiful home, and we always have plenty to eat. And you're very fortunate to have all these toys.
I don't think it explains what fortunate means very well. Can you elaborate more, please? So as Caillou opens up another window, as his mom tells him about Mexico's holiday customs, and guess what? It's completely pointless. The next day, Caillou and his mom go to the fire station and deliver toys that are to be donated to the needy. But then they notice something is not quite right with their donations.
Huh? How did that get in there?
This is a strange toy. And there's more.
I know. Rosie put them there.
Oh, it gets worse from here, people. That night, Kai realizes his favorite toy dinosaur has gone missing, but he forgets all about it as he opens another window on the calendar, learning about the origin of Christmas cards. And guess what? It's completely useless, so let's move on. The next day, okay, I am sorry for the repetition, people, but that's pretty much how this movie goes by. They do something, something happens, the next day. That's pretty much this whole movie. I know, terrible pacing, isn't it? Anyway, the next day, Caillou and his little sister decide to write letters to Santa. Goody. Okay, people, we're about halfway through the movie. Have you noticed my biggest concern with the movie so far? I mean, not only is it ungodly annoying, but it has no story. How do I know? Well, let's review the basic elements of a story. 1. A main character. 2. A conflict taking up a majority of the film that can or cannot be resolved. And 3. Obstacles that get in the way from that conflict being resolved. And on top of that, a good story can be separated into a 3-act structure with an excitement level steadily increasing toward the climax, after which the excitement level slowly dies down. Special, you have number 1 taken care of, but you've failed to show signs of anything else. I mean, if you're requesting Christmas wishes, can you please do something that will get us closer to coming to an actual plot?
No, Mommy, there are more toys. Santa should bring me in a rush.
Santa.
That's not what I meant.
But
Yeah, as you guessed, this song is just as bad as the rest of them. And apart from the bland lyrics and horrid singing, does this tune remind you of another particularly bad song from another particularly bad movie?
What about giving? What about caring? What about sharing? Christmas is for everyone.
You'll be happy so happy when you come with